on top with that classic hip hop.
Alright, so what's up YouTube? Just another quick pickup video for you here today. And as you can see the store in the box, I wanted to do a unboxing of sorts. And you can get my true reaction as I see everything for the first time. I hadn't even taken them out of the box yet to see how the box looks. Obviously a lot of people have already gotten these. They've already gotten their 37s. They've given their thoughts and opinions on them. So now I get to share mine. And just initially checking out the box, it's got like a sleeve on it, and there's an outline of like a Jumpman here on the front, 23 on the side, on the other side as well. Interesting box. I like how they went with the white theme again. I think they've been doing this since the 33 with the white box. That's cool. This is what it is, and official colorway is light bone fire red black, otherwise known as the Beyond Borders. So let's check them out. This slides off this way. Alright, and we will just stick this off to the side. Alright, so a nice big 23 here. Like it's I don't know if that's just like a heat press or a label or whatever. Pretty straightforward, just a plain white box. There's a little bit of a graphic on the box on the front and the back, but it's in white. It's almost like a webbing. I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick it up with the lighting, but you might see it there. And then you just got a Jumpman here. Pretty straightforward. All right, so let's get to the shoes. Let's see. It's always fun getting that new. I mean, we get retro so much. You start dealing with shoes that you have, tons of pairs of already. So it's like the same shoe or a new colorway of the same shoe, but it's not often we're getting into a brand new design, brand new shoe. Alright, I'll just take both pairs out. First hand, they are quite light. They are quite light. The Air Jordan 37 Beyond Borders. First impressions. First off, I have no intention of keeping this colorway. I only bought these just to check the sizing for the hairs that are dropping. And I was looking at it like the day I got these, the next day the date was announced for the hairs, which is like basically been shortly after. So I could have just waited, but it's okay. At least I know I won't have to go through any size exchanges for the hairs. So I honestly, I don't care for this colorway at all, so I'm really just going to be, examining the shoe itself, the design itself. And obviously the Jordan 7 has a strong inspiration with the shoe. I do like that they've continued to inject the DNA from, the model 30 years prior into the shoe. I think some people kind of misinterpret that as, they're making a modern version of the same shoe. and it's really not meant to be all of that. It's really just, you know, some of those design elements will be there. So a lot of the talk that I've seen with the upper, or with the shoe, is the upper, and it feels very plasticky in hand, very plasticky, like straight, you know, Fuse or TPU or something like that. It does seem like it'll be quite strong performance-wise, and then obviously you can see straight through it. Take this out. Yeah, you can see straight through it. You might be able to see like right into the shoe and see the insole in there. So yeah, it's very thin, but it does seem like it's, you hear that? Yeah, it's plasticky. That's kind of weird. I wasn't expecting it to be that rigid. I was hoping it, or maybe it'll break in a little bit, but it's weird because it's plasticky, so it's not like a mesh or a fabric that would kind of break in, but who knows? We'll see with wear. To be honest, I kind of don't like how plasticky it is. And then just in general, I mean, you see the Jordan 7, you know, kind of showing itself in the element of the shoe here, like from the silhouette. You got the higher cut here. This is just like a thin, like an ankle area, kind of like the 7s, where it's basically a low cut shoe, and then you have like this high level portion with some lace holes, just like the 7s. I do think this triangular portion here was kind of meant to mimic that rear portion on the 7. I wish they had done something similar up front. It kind of, like the shoe is kind of off balance in this design. It's kind of like heel heavy in that regard. I wish they had done a little something here to kind of, I mean, I wouldn't mind it if they took it that far as the Jordan 7. Obvious one is the outsole. That's probably the most straightforward Jordan 7 element that they just brought directly over. It's not a one-to-one, but like the placement of the Jumpman, modified. Well, the 7s have that circular traction pattern. These just kind of have like a modified herringbone, and then obviously with the like that tribal kind of design element comes directly for the 7. You got your carbon fiber shank. I think it was 23MJ88. He started playing it, and he actually cracked his carbon fiber, even though he said it didn't affect the performance of the shoe. So we'll see how that goes. I know that's not uncommon. Happened on the 11s. A lot of the 11s that the carbon fiber would crack and it didn't affect anything. I did hear a lot of people that were playing in them that they're kind of firm initially, and the midsole does feel firmer to pinch than the 36. And then I've seen quite a bit conversation on the Formula 23 at the heel there. That yellow portion that's encapsulated in that translucent area at the heel is Jordan Brand's Formula 23. I've heard a lot of people complaining that it's not as soft or responsive as they would prefer, because all of the zoom air is in the forefoot. There's no zoom in the heel. It's just the Formula 23. So when I get the hairs, that would actually, one of these pairs I'll intend on playing, and I don't know if I'm playing the hairs. They're pretty white, and I'll see how it goes. But I'm certainly gonna wear them casually, and I'll be able to see how it goes. You do get one little strip here going across the very bottom. It's a feels like a short-haired nubuck. It's not suede, but it's not like Durabuck either. Like, it does have a little bit of feeling. So it's like a short-haired nubuck. It does feel pretty nice. But as far as like premium or natural materials, that's pretty much it. Everything else is either this plasticky stuff or like a nylon, like these uppers. And then you get the pull tab on the heel. Obviously the Jordan 7 pull tab didn't come all the way down like this. This is kind of more like the 12s, to be honest. I wouldn't have minded if they had that triangular shape here on the back, or patch on the back from the 7. They could have done that as well, but I guess they decided to not take it that far. And then you do kind of get this tongue is basically like that same Huarache style tongue from the 7s. It doesn't come up as high, and then it's not a complete booty on the inside like the Huaraches or like the 7s. So just at the top here where the actual tongue is, it's the same. I wish it kind of came up a little higher. Like, it seems like it's like a little stubby, but it is what it is. This tongue is just plain black. I know on some of the other colorways, like I've seen the hairs, it's got like that Jordan 7 design on the tongue as well. which is a nice carryover. The ankle padding here does feel quite substantial, feels pretty thick. And then it's got a like a separate heel counter, or heel support here that's like separate from the actual back of the shoe. You can see it in there, it's red. That actually also feels quite substantial. So we'll see how that goes performance-wise when I do eventually get to playing these. In general, I do like them. I know a lot of people they don't like how the shoe looks, and I understand. It's purely from a fashion standpoint, from a casual standpoint. I get it. It's not the most appealing shoe casually. Like I wouldn't wear these casually, to be honest. Like when I say casual, I don't mean just to not play in, but like if you're actually dressing in more than a t-shirt and some shorts, like you're actually dressing up for something. Yeah, this isn't. Yeah, a lot of better options than these. So for a lot of people who don't play basketball, or that they don't have that connection to the basketball side of things, or they may not even wear shorts wherever they live or whatever, I can see why they just wouldn't be interested in these, because they have very little casual appeal for most people. So but I like them. And like I said, the only reason I got this colorway is to check the sizing. So because I'm kind of in between on that 12.5 and 13. I got the 12.5 on these because I know if I get these and they're too small, then I know 13 I'm good. I didn't want to buy the 13 and say, oh, it's okay. I wonder how the 12.5 will fit, Now I know the 12.5 in general is harder to find anyway. So yeah, that's kind of it for now on the 37. I'll do another video when I get the hairs. Today is, well, they come out this week. September 29th they drop, so I'm not sure when the video is actually going to be out, but when I get those, I'll do another video on the hairs. I do like how in the Leno weave they did put like that same like zigzag pattern from the 7s. If you look in the weave, even though it's all white, but even in the center portion you can kind of see that zigzag pattern is there. So there are a lot of like subtle little details that they did put into the shoe. Like here on the tongue, you get the 2 on the front, and then on the back there's a 3. So it's 2, 3. Even though it's front and back, you're only going to see 1 at a time, and that's a 2 on the other shoe. So you're only going to see 2 and 2. The 3's on the back. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But other than that, yeah, a couple other little details that they got the AJ37 on the tongue, or on the tip of the toe there. Michael Jordan's signature on the back, and then also at the bottom of the heel it's AJ and then 3 dots and then Roman numeral 7. So another callback or just another way for them to say Jordan 7 or 37, but they did it with the 3 dots and then 7 to kind of call back to the 7 a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it on these. I like the overall design. I do think the colorways are going to matter greatly with how this shoe looks. I have heard that obviously the hairs are coming, and I've heard that they're going to do like the black and red 7. They'll get a 37 in that colorway. I think I heard something about Frenchies and Bordeaux as well. So we'll see how those colorways turn out. But that's pretty much going to be it for this one. Let me guys know down in the comments. You guys, y'all messing with the 37s or what? Do other good YouTube stuff for me. If you like my content, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.